So this will be the story of me just talking about the whole vacation of me going to Liseberg, or what it calls in English, or aka the Grand or Corsola or Hotel. So let us start. So first is that obviously it was a Sunday. So Sunday started. It was just a natural like a little thing I was gonna do. We all prepared our stuff. Obviously getting our bags and getting everything prepared. We got pretty much all that. I mean, we just like grabbed the backpacks, grabbed some glasses or something. I don't know exactly what we grabbed. But either way, so we got our stuff. I locked the door. We obviously went. My mom took us to the train station, and she packed. She obviously grabbed the little tickets thing, and obviously paid for the parking stand before anyone does any suspicious about it. And annoyingly, my little brother, of course, had to see there was a ball annoyingly on next to a car, which if he drove forward, let's just say that ball was gonna get a little bit. So either way, yeah, I know. But either way, so my mom decided, obviously, it was a little annoying to keep it because as soon as my little brother's like saw it, it was like finders keepers, and yeah, he just took it. So I think he was owned, and then we got to the train station and waited for our train to arrive. We waited like at least 10 minutes. Everyone watched their iPad, or at least two of my brother and my little brother maybe watched their iPad. I don't know which one it is. I watched my phone for like a few minutes and I stopped. Then we were arriving up to the trail rails where my mom was gonna obviously told us we had to wait up there, and obviously, well, most likely I could have joined them and just say like, okay, they can keep the ball, but yeah, my mom was not the type who's just gonna just accept stranger things. So she told my little brother to drop the ball, and or at least throw it away because it wasn't his responsible anymore. So she took it and threw it in the trash. Simple as that. So I know. I mean, it was his thing. I mean, he wanted to do it, so I couldn't. Well, I mean, I didn't want to be involved with this whole thing, so I just accepted it. And eventually, we waited for the train, and it arrived slowly, but also satisfyingly. Also, make sure that there's a lot of soundboard going on. And it slowly stopped right here. So the train arrived. We this was one of those like speedy, fast trains, and the surprising was my first time I had this. Had to take the ride to this one of these fast trains, and yeah, it was a really throwing on a car. Yes, caused a lot of attention. This will definitely work a lot for a vacation, but yeah. But either way, so we got to the train, and at least got inside the train. However, there was a little going on with my little sister. Told me that there was a little secret plan they told me not to tell to my mom as we arrived to the train, which was my first time ever was taking a travel with this fast, speedy train. And the big mistake about me is that, well, I thought this was gonna be a normal, natural, like just a one-stop location, but that was the thing where everything was a mistake for me because trust me, I was not aware how far we were going. So yeah, literally. So let me so we got to the train. Obviously let me put the audio here so make sure it doesn't be too loud. But yeah, so we got to the train. The train was about to just keep going as we're just as we were just patiently just sat there. I watched my phone. I actually had like 55% left because, well, I thought it wasn't going to be that far of a trip. But, yeah, so it was kind of something that I wasn't aware of because my mom told me that we were going to go to our hotel, but she never mentioned how far it was gonna be at. And yeah, so as we were going, it had like at least 20 to 30 minutes. So my little sister told me to grab the balls that she took from the trash can, hid it in her bag, and then wanted to give it to my little brother because she's just like, please don't tell her. And I was like, of course I have to be involved with this. So I gave it to my little brother, the ball, and he hid it away, obviously, so my mom doesn't know it. We had to take 3 seats, and had to be paired. Me and my little sister, me, my brother, and my little brother, and then my mom on front. So it was like me in the back, my brother and my little brother in the middle, and my mom alone on the 3rd seat. So either way. So we got, obviously, oh, it's not there. So, I was about to, like, wondering how far this was going on, because I never know exactly, like where the location were exact. So, I think it was up to, like, 38% left. I was kind of, like, looked around, checked around the whole train. It slowly made me a little bit of, gave me a little headache as we're going, because this was my first time had this train going on. And it had give me a lot of thoughts, like, okay, this is giving me a little, like, okay, should I be concerned about something, or what exactly? So, at least, I think it was, like, an hour or so, where we took at least one, we actually took a stop to a different, train station. We obviously had to take a stop for other people to arrive, or exit the train. So, that was where I was, like, okay, so that's the first stop. So, like, okay, so it's not that bad. But, like, I wasn't even wondering because, like, I obviously need to ask this question to my mom. I'm like, so how far exactly do we actually need to arrive the next location? But, yeah, my little sister told me that it wasn't gonna be an hour of like, it wasn't like an hour of travel. It turned out she said that we had to wait to the very end of the last station, so it was gonna be a 3-hour travel. All right, and I wasn't aware about that, and my inner voice in my head actually sweared, and I'm actually gonna do this thing because I was like, 3 hours. Wait, 3 hours? Excuse me? Why didn't you tell me? And she thought, well, I obviously knew, but I was like, in my thoughts, you gotta be me. So, I was fortunately had to accept that all the weight or all that battery I spent was just to wait for 2 hours of a whole boring trip, watching outside the window, and yeah, it was the only time. So here it is. So. So as I looked outside, I obviously thought it was so much fun to look at it. And because I didn't have my power bank working, I couldn't charge my phone, and my iPad was pretty annoying because it couldn't charge in while I was, doing the travel thing. So I could only watch outside for a whole hour of nothing till the next stop. Boring as ever. It was not a pleasant ride, and a whole hour spent getting bored, got a little nausea going on a little bit, felt like. My brother was sleeping, and my mom was in front doing her thing, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be one of those like, oh come on, please just end it, and of course it's gonna I just have to spend my entire day, my entire 2 hours of feeling almost slightly sick. But then I was like, wait, I didn't feel exactly sick. Just felt like my head was just keeping going left and right. So after a while, I actually noticed a little the people around me actually surprisingly just found out like at least 2 hours or so, or maybe like an hour and 50 minutes or so. Um, there was actually some people, some actually yeah, some people. Maybe it's like a couple, like at least a kid or two, or like a person in the back. Turns out they actually had some liking with Pokemon. I think it was like a kid who was drawing like a little Pikachu, and there was I think it was a girl who was playing with her iPad and played the Pokemon Go. I think she had like a Tentacruel or something. I was like, well, at least there's some people that had some favorites between it, and yeah, I was trying to stay that positive mood, trying to stay in the mood. It was like, okay, please, okay, don't worry. The ride is gonna eventually end. I don't have to worry about it. It's just like, okay, shh, take it easy. It's gonna go well. It's gonna go okay. I mean, I mean, it can't end like this that badly. So, yeah, it was a big feature. Yeah, what is wrong with Tentacruel? Oh wait, that's right. You people have some thoughts. That's the only one. So yeah. So eventually, for a very long time, took at least 3 stops, or maybe 2. It was a very long travel. But eventually, finally, after hours of boringness, at least 2, we finally reached to a town, and less than 20 minutes left, we could finally see land, or at least location that I was gonna drop by, or at least I wanted to drop by, and then obviously go to this last station place. So yeah, and yeah. And as the train stopped, I could just finally take all the stuff that I had. We actually make sure that we didn't drop anything, obviously make sure. And yeah, the suffering finally ended for me. I was so like relieved. I was literally about to even throw myself out of the window and just like joink. But not realistically, because that will hurt rather than the more exactly joint. So yeah. So we make sure we had our stuff, obviously, our baggage, even my backpack. I don't know why my brother brought my backpack instead of his. I don't know, but either way, I guess mine was better than or something. But either way, we finally arrived at the last station, and we could finally start with another annoying problem. The location I didn't know was turned out to be a little far away, but less than 30 minutes. So we had to do the one thing that most people do: walk. And that's really it. So we had to just casually just make sure everyone's here. And they could have actually taken the taxi. We could have actually took a taxi to the hotel, but a 30-minute walk, it wouldn't have been that bad, right? Well, if it weren't the traffic lights, the streets, the cars, and all that stuff, let me tell you, this was a very confusing like a location, because honestly, I thought it was like, wait, okay, now come on now, how bad could this be? And yeah, there were like traffic lights for like from like I don't know exactly how to exactly tell you people. It was like just like a few steps, then there's a little space you can stand on, then a few steps, then you just go all the way. And there was also some like tracks, mini train, a little trains. That was the train rails. Company just comes around sometimes around to the left, to the right. Some vehicles come forward and stuff. I wasn't sure this was even a country at this point, but it turns out my mom was actually right, because it wasn't. Well, actually it was, but yeah. So either way, we had to take a little walk. I was not sure how the street was going, but eventually, after a while, we finally ended to the location. And I'm gonna skip the whole thing because I don't want to talk about the entire me walking, because you don't already know what to walk. So yeah. Anyways, so here it is. So eventually, when we arrived to the location, and then after I noticed the Ferris wheel, was like, oh, now I remember this place. So here it is. So this was the thing. So let me introduce you to. Oh wait, hold on a second. This is the wrong one. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. This one. I'm sorry. This is the right one, not the other one. But either. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Okay, I guess you just see the bottom. But yeah, this is supposed to be where it look like, not this one. I know it looks a lot more epic, but it looks like this. A little bland than this, but yeah, it was better than that. But yeah, anyway, so actually, there was like even I think there was even a video about it of a little guide going on around the place. I don't want to show the entire thing, but you can actually just look it up on Wikipedia and all that stuff. It is the Grand Curia, this thing right here. Wait, what? Why did it just turn into a different? Okay, I'm not sure why it turned into this. Why the thumb? Okay, I don't know why. Okay, but either way, so you can actually just see it right here. I think this, yeah, they're right here. So there's a little mini image you can actually see. If I can make it better, I don't actually have it planned. So, oh god, come on now. Okay, hold on, let me find a better image. But you know what, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can see right here. So it looks like this is how you enter it. There's a staircase up here. There's a slide. This is where you get the key little thing to the room. And there's also a little restaurant to the left. We got our. I actually looked around a little bit, and the first thing I saw was obviously the restaurant, but the restaurant. There it goes. I'm sorry, not the restroom. That's a different one. But eventually, the first thing at least I saw, was the one thing that I kind of were more important about the whole thing. I'm more excited, and that was the introducing of the Weebot. And basically, it's just like one of those like automatically like service that little robots, little machines that basically takes the basically anything that needs to like clean up. So it's like it's actually really something nice. I mean, it didn't look like exactly like this, but it looked at least as close to it. So, but after a little while, so once we were going to your rooms, which were I think it was room or the elevator to the roof 5 to 529, I believe. And we got the rooms. We obviously had to check in, obviously, as well before on top of it. And we got it, and eventually we got our stuff, packed them out, and eventually we could actually. There was a little different from the rooms you can see, but it's a lot more different from the looks. So eventually, what was that? We could have actually done pretty much anything really right now. My mom decided, thinking it was a good opportunity to go outside again and probably just to do some exploring, to check out the whole town. We actually got a little confused of the location at first, because like the first time we was like wondering where exactly where to actually go. I think we were first time when we were going outside, and we were going to look up for a restaurant, which is not the hotel, because we didn't eat lunch or dinner there. We actually had to buy them from the city itself, or the town itself. So we actually went back and forward a bit, because my mom wasn't sure exactly where exactly we wanted to buy. The first time we actually did it, it was kind of funny, because yeah, we didn't know exactly to go, because my mom was holding apparently her phone backwards, so we went actually reverse to the location we're supposed to go. And the first time we were gonna go to the McDonald's, I'm pretty sure, and we turned out to just go back because my mom said it was better to just go to a different location to eat, and yeah, we just went to the closest one. So we accepted it. So yeah, yeah, I've seen the one, and even then I even sent it to my mom's friend, which straight off the bat said, "Take it," which I could just like, oh, joinks, this is mine now. And just bring it home, but nah, that's not exactly that easy. So either way, so that's that. So pretty much the entire day we just went there to eat restaurant. We probably went back to the hotel, I think, or we went straight to the town and just checked out the place. No, I remember now. So I actually wanted to share the video with you all, but I don't know if I can show you. I actually never send it to the computer. So I'm actually gonna show this. I think I can show this on. Oh no, I can't. That's right. I was gonna share this or show this on the face ring, but it turns out it actually need to log in, and yeah, I don't know what exactly happened, but basically, um, there was just this little. Actually, let me see if I can find it on YouTube. I'm gonna quickly just give it a little search, so you all can see it when it happens. So let me quickly get that out of the way. Right here. So I totally forgot about mentioning this in the morning, but why am I so slow? So yeah, let me quickly think of where was I gonna start. So hold on. How do I what was it actually? Let me quickly check that out. Hold on. No, I didn't want to check on. Let me quickly. I'm gonna check my this on. Hold on. Right here. To where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Now I remember. Okay, okay. So it's that. So let me type that in. Well, let me just see if I can remember. It's kind of like one of these boats things that you can travel and just have. It's a little sightseeing thing. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. It's I think this is the one of them at least. Let's see here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to click on that. Okay, it's okay. It's I oh. Hmm. Can I at least get the actual like a video? Hold on, hold on. Yeah, it's something with a boat. I don't know. Oh wait, is this the one? Hold on. No, it's not the one. Hold on. Alright, here, let me check this video quickly. Not the razor. Can we not have an advertisement right now? No, no advertisement. Oh, I accidentally clicked on it. Okay, okay. Okay, so let me hear. So hop on, hop off. Okay. Alright, then it's Gothenburg. Right? It's right here. Is this the one? Let me see if this is the right one. No. Give me an actual video. Okay, can we just... Okay, I don't know if I can get the actual full video of it. Because everything has to be that difficult. Ugh. But basically, we had a boat trip around the whole town, and it was kind of lost because it was like just... Oh wait, is this... No, is this one? No, it's from Paris. But yeah, you eventually just had a little boat trip. Basically, the entire town where we talked about it. There was this guy who was a little comedian, boat traveler with his captain in the back, driving the boat from the back seat. So basically, just took the whole boat ride, and we got a little washed up a little bit. We didn't fall down. That's good. And eventually we went back. So sorry I couldn't show you the whole thing, but eventually you'll understand eventually. But yeah, so let me quickly cut that to talk about that. But yeah, so we went back to the hotel, and me and my sister, especially, we first went to our rooms, obviously to chill, and then we went back, or at least my little sister wanted to tell me that she wants to like explore the hotel to see what exactly the locations or at least the place around, and she even wanted to see the robot that was next to the restaurant, which is I actually wanted to tell my mom about the what was the name of it, but she never told me. So yeah. But yeah, number nine is the best boat. Is oh yeah, okay, I mean, okay then. But yeah, wait, what happened to the ball even? Uh, next question probably is better. But yeah, can I continue? I appreciate that one. So basically, my little brother obviously, or my little sister wanted to check out the whole place. We took the I think we went downstairs first, checked the whole thing, the area, and we couldn't see the little bot, the wee bot, and then she decided to go to the very top, where apparently there's a bar going on up there, and I think it was the roof, the entire rooftop. We was like number seven, which was I think it was number seven or number eight, which has a little red button on it. So we actually went up there, even took a couple screenshots. At least I did, and yeah, I was starting to even slightly bit coming up with a little rain going on. I was like, okay, really, right now. So that was very fun, but eventually we went to back to the rooms, checked the whole thing, talked about what exactly was going outside, and then my mom was wanted to go downstairs to buy some drinks. I didn't have much to do because my brother most likely was asleep, so I just went down to the entrance almost, and see what my mom, my little brother's doing, and we had a little chat, most likely me eating popcorn and a little bit of a little strange drinks, I guess. And yeah, it worked pretty fine. So eventually, the entire day we just, well, most likely did there was just talking a little bit. While the annoying thing about the whole trip was me trying to ignore the whole raining process, which just by now, by looking outside, it was starting raining at like 8 a.m. or so. So we did that. Obviously, had to just, well, at least not did that, but really, the weather decided by itself, by howdy who. And yeah, so we didn't much do it by any time by there, and decided, I think we decided just to stay the entire time by just doing whatever we want to in a hotel, and eventually we just spent doing whatever we felt like to until the next day, I think. And yeah, we had to also split to the rooms because currently there was like there was like a one room with three beds and a double bed. I'm pretty sure, not double bed, a large bed, which we split it. So my brother was sleeping on the first. Me, my brother. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I mean, me and my brother and my little brother slept in the one the little little totally not spaced out room, and my mom and my little sister had to sleep on the other side where the TV is at. And my brother was sleeping on the roof, the top of the double bed. I slept in the middle, and my little brother sadly had to sleep next to the floor. But that was that. So yeah, we spent the entire night to see what was going on, and that was that done. So next thing happened on the next day where we were gonna go to the little fun time roller coaster side. We obviously my little brother was a lot excited because he wanted to see the robot, and my little sister wanted to somehow ride the a little mini carousel ride, a little inside door, a little bit. And yeah, we just did that, I guess. And obviously I had to wait for my mom because she needs to tell the waiters that the people that the two girls that we are reserved or we have already have a room and we're gonna be eating there. So we had to eat breakfast there, normal stuff, blah blah blah, and eventually we went um to the plate or to the little inside door where we're gonna go get our tickets and our little wristbands and have a fun time in there. So we did. So yeah, it was time for the ride part. So I'm gonna be sharing with you with the whole riding parts, and you're gonna be exploring it with me while it happens. So normally I'm not the type of guy who does this, but since we're here, we might as well do it. So we got a little what do you say it in Swedish? Armband, and yeah, it's more like wristbands, but yeah. So we got that, and then it was time for our rides. But however, our ride, the entire the entire part or the entire like roller coaster park was entirely open because we were 1 hour early, and because we are next because we are actually slept on the hotel, we get an early 1 hour access to the thing for the entire town, while the other people, the outsiders, doesn't. So we didn't exactly get all the rides open, but we got some of the things. Especially this little ride where, oh wait, no, this is actually the ride over here. Just gonna skip this little intro thing. And I actually never ride this part. I actually just checked with my little brother, and or actually this was actually the ride my little brother, my little sister, and my actual brother ride this part. But I actually just checked it. I just looked it out from the outside or down or the next to the entrance because yeah, I didn't want to be involved with something that is really dangerous, and especially you're going to see this from this ride. So I'm actually going to watch this on a POV reaction, and I might put this in the description after the whole recording thing. So I will definitely put this on YouTube once I'm done. So once the whole thing is explained, you'll get to understand it actually. So yeah, so this will be a POV video, so you'll see the reaction from someone else, and if there are some adult language going on in there, I can't do anything about that. Just make sure to cover your ears. But I just did double check from these videos, and I think there was only one video, which I probably have to just mute, but that's it. But yeah, here it is. So this is where the ride of my little brother and my little sister ride on. And this by far is the most, probably the dumbest and probably the most riskiest ride that I have to see on my life. Because you'll see at the end of it. And that's nutty moments. Sorry for your ears.
That is just amazing. I just had a communication with Sarah there in the theory. We decided to go to lunch. If you find out how I did it, I will give.
And that was the first ride that my half of my family was actually took the ride on, and my mom and me and my mom was just there just be like amazed that that's an actual ride, and somehow they actually let it be in this theme park. I don't know, but either way, next one is gonna be probably the one ride that I at least took, and this is one of the few rides that actually me and my mom was actually be involved with this, because normally my mom and my mom usually not be the type that actually go to the rides, but for this ride I actually told her that this is one of the few rides that I actually could actually do, and my mom wanted to be involved in this. And normally she said like she's usually not the type of a person that normally never do rides, but she insists wanted to do this with me, and this is the kind of hilarious part because while I was doing the getting up to the whole top thing, it was starting right here. Sorry. So it's beginning right here, and then just right around here, she's like, "Wait a second, Lucas, you never mentioned how tall this this whole ride was gonna be." And I was like, well, did you ask me to do it or something? And like, oh Lord, let's just hope that pray for mercy that this is gonna go fine. And I'm like, well, I think we're gonna need a lot more than mercy, I think. So she never knew there was gonna be this high up as we gone through the ride. Like, okay, well, this will be at least fun to see her reaction. So I sat on I think I sat on the left side. My mom was on the right side, and here it is. The whole speedy reaction that my mom left, almost, but not the reaction, but use it instead. First part is done. Here comes the rest. And that's that. It was really weird because it was actually a lot more faster than the reaction, but I could only find the best clips so far, and this is one of the only ones. So yeah, it was like she was really happy. She was actually kind of a little scared and nervous at first, but she enjoyed it. So like I was like, okay, well, I mean, at least she enjoyed it. It makes me at least happy. So she did tell me she wanted to do it at least again after once we're done, but spoiler alert. So yeah, but anyways, so that ride was done, and we actually went back and do a couple times after a few other new ones, but we actually never showed you because you'll understand eventually. So yeah, so next one on this one is I think it's called Colorado. I'm not sure if this is called yeah, this is actually called Colorado, which is basically kind of like one of those like those rides that has a lot of water splashing, and you'll understand why. So if you don't understand, all the people on board, not the ones of my family, just random people, and just that's it. So this was at least one ride that I was gonna actually be more excited about, and I'm actually gonna be talking while it happened on this ride because it's a slow ride and someone has to explain what happened. So all of us were sitting there, enjoyed this very fun and slow ride, I guess. But you'll understand. I would actually have to explain the entire thing, and I even have to memorize what exactly happened. So I was kind of excited about the whole splashing thing because like I was like, oh boy, who is gonna get the splash first? Who's gonna get the whole water aim thing? And yeah. I just like, okay, patient now. This is it's not gonna be that bad, right? Yeah, that's a lie. Also, my audio is on, right? Yeah, it was. Okay, just double check. Okay, I'm sorry. By the way, at this time right now, it was actually starting raining a lot in this entire theme park, because apparently, like, here's the thing: the entire day from the morning to like the end of the day, it was like raining almost everywhere. Random time from starting there, from there, just random time it wants to rain or not. So my little sister were wearing a little one of those like things around that protects us from getting splashed. So here's the first one. So this is where the part was like, okay, it's gonna hit me. It's so gonna hit me. I'm gonna punch the water and be prepared. And the first one I'm pretty sure was hit was my mom. And I think my brother. Or my little brother, I'm sorry. So like, okay, this was at least fun, because like, oh, just by now, I just talked about it, and my brother just arrived home. Wow, great. So the first part was okay. Now let's go jump into the next part. Just around the corner. Okay, so that was at least a little bit going on. So the next part was the big and ready to get not sniped from the water. So basically, this was the like the war zone. Like people, the water's gonna snipe you from the distance, and we were just hoping that we're not gonna get hit by it. But I was like ready. I was like looking at him. I was like straight to face. I was like ready for the entire like sacrification, and then I was like, hit me, hit me. And unfortunately, I think it was like my brother and my little sister in the back who got hit at least once, or someone of two of my family was doing it. And I was like, come on, hit me! I was ready to be aimed at. And just by this part right here, I was kind of disappointed, because I was like, okay. Well, unfortunately we didn't get splashed, but at least I just... And as soon as that one big splash, it had to hit my shoes. So I didn't exactly get hit by the water from being aimed. The water itself aimed at me. So, at least everyone got splashed by the water somehow. So I was like, okay, well, well, that was at least enjoyable. Now I have soggy socks, and everyone was completely covered in water. Well, not everyone. My little sister was trying to cover most likely her face instead of her jacket and clothes, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, we survived probably a lot more stuff than that. So yeah. But eventually, that was pretty much the ride, and I'm just gonna cut that a little bit, the rest of it, because yeah, we don't. I mean, it's gonna just basically stop at the very end of it, and then once you're actually there, surprisingly, if you haven't ride one of these, you basically have to like get on as soon as they arrive, and they can't stop. Like they don't like make it stop. You have to actually enter it, like jump in straight off the bat, and once the ride is over, you have to quickly jump out so the next person can jump in. And there was a lot of water in it, so the next person who was actually going to sit on it, I'm sorry about the seats. So yeah. But eventually we got through that ride done, and I was like, okay, well that wasn't that bad at least. So yeah, it was okay. But we had to wait for a little bit for our at least our clothes to at least especially our like arms and jackets and shoes especially have to dry off. So eventually we had to take a little stop or break, and eventually we had to, then the other two, my little brother and my little sister, pretty sure, and my mom especially, she decided wanted us to go to the Boulder, which is supposed to be a wooden ride, which is one of the few ones I was like, oh no, I don't think I can handle this one. But especially is that the thing about this is that this is one of the few rides that my mom could actually handle, but I couldn't because I was worried that this could fall down. I wasn't sure it was safe. But I still wanted to try that out, thinking I can still be brave enough to do it. We had to take the little easy shortcut in the ride because we have a special little you know band, that thing. We have actually a green one and a blue one, and I'm pretty sure the green or the blue is actually the symbol of you can enter like a little shortcut, so you don't have to wait for the entire line. So yeah, it was something. So anyways, so we actually went to the I was actually waiting for the ride or the top of it. I was waiting for the line. We were all gonna go in, but sadly, because of my little fortunate about me having my weight problem, it still took my care of my health and all, but yeah, turns out the seat or the seat belt wouldn't exactly fit exactly around me. That means I wouldn't allow myself to enter the ride. So yeah, kind of sad, but eventually, I mean, I was okay with it. I mean, I understand. Eventually, we couldn't. All people couldn't ride special rides and stuff, but I at least went out. I actually stood right here, I think, and I even respectfully salute them. I even did like one of those soldier symbols, like okay, you know what I mean. And I even held the raincoat, this little raincoat that my mom bought to the small ones. And I'm actually still gonna show you the ride, or at least my mom's perspective view. You can probably tell why. And still gonna show you the entire ride so you all understand that it. I mean, it was gonna be at least. It wasn't look like it was gonna be that bad, but the destruction of the whole model of this ride looked a lot more scary than you think. So, if you don't want to be afraid about wooden rides, then you can enter this one if you want. But if not, it's up to you. Alright, this is actually how it looks like when you enter the ride. I'm still going to show you some of them. I'm not going to show everyone the exact everything on these rides, because there's a few of them I just couldn't show because, well, I just don't feel like my internet wouldn't allow me to include all the videos in it. So you could just eventually just search them up on obviously YouTube and look from there. But yeah. Anyways, enjoyed this little mini ride that my mom, my brother, my little sister, and my little brother had. And sadly, that was it. I mean, for the ride itself looked not that scary, but I still felt a little bit something in my stomach that just didn't really like the whole thing. But yeah, so yeah, it was pretty much that, and yeah, it was not looked that bad. I mean, unfortunately, it was raining. I even looked at my, I tried even looked at the view of exactly what it all looked like in the end. Actually, I mean, if I, how about this? At the end of the stream, once I'm done with the whole, you know, with the whole, um, I'm actually gonna maybe reveal a second video on my YouTube channel. You'll probably understand that I might separate, might show the actual like the photos and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I cannot show all of it, but I can show most of it. But yeah, anyway, so we got through the ride. The ride was done. Then we're gonna split each other and probably or split the rides that we're gonna show. I would have to use the bathroom, so my mom went to try to look for one with me, and we eventually at least I eventually found one, but not the best location, but it was okay, I guess. But either way, so we actually had make sure to see what our next ride is gonna be, and oh yeah, there was one ride that was specifically I wanted to show you people, but felt like I'm not sure if I wanted to do it or not. But I think I can still do it. But let me quickly make sure to find the video. So let me do just that. Hold on. So let me quickly check it out to see if I can find it. I don't know which one is which one, but oh, I think is this the one? Oh yeah, this is definitely the one. This is definitely the one. So I think it's this. I'm not sure if this was the time they did or not, but let me quickly check. So it was around the time. Let me see when it was, like 11 a.m. And then I don't know if it was exactly this time around, but I'm gonna guess it was before. But either way, so yeah, I think my little brother and my little sister was gonna try and ride probably this most dangerous ride of all. It's called Oak Valkyrie, and I'm not sure if it was the time before or after when we did the ride, but I'm gonna still show you anyways, because before I'm just forgetting it. So yeah. So basically, this ride is very, very like something that me and my mom was really worried about because first of all, the height, the age, and safety. So yeah, I was like, okay, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, this is not a ride for them. They definitely should not do this one, but they still did. And I actually haven't seen this video at all, so I have no idea if they're gonna use the adult language or not. So let's hope they don't use it. If they do, they do. So let's not just hope they do it. Otherwise, I'll just have to cut this out and just make it a mute video out of it. So let's see it. And it really was really tall. Actually, hold on a second. Let me check something quickly. Wait, wasn't there like a... Wait, hold on. Let me quickly get an exact... Wait. I don't know if we're exactly... Oh, no, this is, I'm pretty sure, the hotel right here. Pretty sure. So, yeah, this is actually the hotel thing that we live on. There's actually, I think there's a little roof there. You can actually go there, but I don't know which one. But either way... So this is probably the most scariest part. So you actually right over here, stop right here, then you actually look at this. Look how far this is, and you actually stand there for like less than 3 to 2 seconds, just looking straight down. As you can see, the people around is like obviously looking up. And you're just there facing straight down as it happens, and yeah, I don't think I feel like if I would ride this, my breakfast would have just. Oh well, I feel like I'm just gonna go off and take a break. So my breakfast is just would have done it, but I didn't. But my little brother and my little sister was crazy enough to do it, and I don't know how to feel about this. But either way, let's see the rest. And I'm guessing they end the ride over there. So, yeah, I don't know what to feel about them. Um, yeah, I just like, are they serious? Did they actually went to the ride? And they somehow felt like that was actually fun. Like they said, I think they said like it was so fun. And like we were like, these are your kids, mom. These are your kids. Like I was like, excuse me, you're it, like I didn't want to know what to believe anymore. So oh boy, I felt like jeez, boy, I don't even know what to say anymore. So yeah, that was that, and that was pretty much it. Next one was the candy little rides here, which you think I would show, but obviously there's no point for showing it because who doesn't know this one? So I actually just want to show you this whole thing because originally now this I think this is an old one. Yeah, now they have blue, yellow, and white. But originally now the new ones have the actual flavor of the candies. So it will be pink, limeish green, and it was like what's like a beige yellow, I guess. And that's pretty much it. I actually took this number that you can definitely see from the looks over here if you can zoom in your eyes, and you can definitely tell why this is probably the hardest option I would have picked. I don't know why I would have picked this one, but you understand eventually. So after that, I actually, well, technically normally I usually never ride these weird rides. I actually even originally not was supposed to do it, but I did, and could do nothing about it, so I accepted it. So yeah. So after that, I think we went straight to, I think we went to the Flumend, I think the next ride, which is basically the water of the log, or the ride that has a log in it. And I think this is the video that has the cursing on it, so I'm probably gonna just cut that out, or at least just mute that video from it. Because he said like W something. I'm not sure how far you actually did it when they did say it, so I'm gonna just say a little bit somewhere up here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I'm gonna just cut that until he reaches the top. But this is actually one fun ride that we all been waiting for, because well, most like me at least. I think it was me and my little, I think my little brother, my little sister, and then my brother that was in front of us. That we actually split the ride, and there was me in the front and my mom in the back with a camera recording, and worked like this. Even felt like we were even about to chase after them. Left, right, left, right. I'm not sure the whole theme park was fully done by then. But this is 2023, so a lot of things changed by then. But it did look like exactly like this. So we went up here, or at least the ride did it for us. Everything went well, most likely. I was thinking, obviously, it was not going to be that completely obviously weird. I mean, this was an old memory because I wasn't sure how this ride was going to end up. I think I was like, this was, I don't know, like I think it was like at least maybe 5 or 6 years old less than where I am right now. So this was an old ride, so I did remember this one. It was fun, but I wasn't super sure this was gonna work too well. But either way.
Oh my god.
Yep, here it is, the first part. So I was like, okay, that was pretty good. But now, this was the fun part. So it was like, Mama was recording in the back. It's like, are you ready, Lucas? Aye, Captain. And I was like, I can't hear you. And I did literally this SpongeBob thing. Oh, and there it goes. And are you good? Are you doing good, Lucas? Face back. Yeah, I think it went pretty fine, as my entire face was covered in water, almost. So, that was fun, for me at least, being her shield and protecting her phone from getting splashed. Yeah, I'd say that was okay, I guess. Not that worse, but, works fine. But either way, oh yeah, this is one of the things that I just want to share. But yeah, so after this ride, I'm not sure which one it either way was, but eventually it was starting to be lunchtime. So now we actually went to the McDonald's place, or at least this little hamburger place that we obviously had to take because this was the only close by a location that we could eat, or at least an actual meal. So we did. So we obviously had to take a lunch break. Waited for food, took a little place to sit. I didn't have much to do, so obviously thought, well, maybe they need my help. So my brother was there taking the wait for the whole or sit down and watch his phone, while I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go up, go see what they're doing. And as I was walking down there, I never actually fully told my mom about it, but basically what happened is this was actually kind of nice for me to do this. So, an old lady was holding, I think she was holding 2 plates of a full-time meals, or at least a plate of like fries and a couple of burgers or something like that, even a shake. And obviously, what I did, surprisingly, I don't know why, but I surprisingly, well, at least proudly did it. I actually told her if she wanted a helping hand, and obviously she accepted it. She wasn't sure. She wasn't so certain that she wanted to accept it, but she accepted it anyways, and I helped her out to her seat. I got a little thanked from she and the 2 other kids that were sitting on the table thanked me. I even did a little bro fist almost, and yeah, I went back to the seats as I waved them back. So we ate our lunch, and then I forgot to mention this to my mom by then. Obviously, I never told her exactly what exactly happened or what I did up there. But either way, so now by any way, so we obviously went pretty much ate our lunch. I was gonna say goodbye, but I felt like they I actually don't know if I saw them or not. Maybe they went to go off already. I had to start, but either way. So that was that, and then the rain stopped finally for a while. So we took out our little coats, and my little brother, my little sister wanted to ride this ride, which my brother and I not sure if I wanted to really do it, but I still joined in because I was like, okay, this is probably not that bad of a ride, right? This is probably gonna be the fastest, the best ride of them all. There's nothing could go wrong, and I was like, okay, this is definitely gonna be something cool that they decided to pick. And there's nothing embarrassed that can possibly make this to be the worst.
Do not extend arms or legs outside the car.
Hallå ja! Är alla med? Ja, det är ingen idé att vi svarar. Allt det här är ändå förspelat. Och det är kanske på kanterna. För du förstår att ni kan få lyssna på den här riktiga rösten. Kanske så Carina hade förstått själva gärna starta med er här i högtalar. De inte kan de kan tala. Det enda men kan åstadkomma det är ett knallande. Göra tänderna. Så verkar inte däremot kan knalla med tänderna. Det är
Yeah. So this one was actually quite awkward. More of a enjoyable. So yeah, I'm not sure why, but they decided to pick up the one ride that was the least for this, like, for our age. And it was so fast and a lot of loopsy loops and zigzags and what am I even showing this part? Why am I even continue this part? I mean, we all know what exactly. Actually, let me just fast forward this even to make it least enjoyable. So let me just do that. There it goes, and boop. 2 times forward this thing, so we're gonna have to worry about that later. Oh yeah, by the way, this is actually this was actually the window currently. You turn left. No, okay, let me just do it for him then. But basically, this is actually edge where we ate our hamburgers, so that was pretty quick, I guess. But yeah, so we had to take the probably the worst ride I've ever done of all things. And yeah, you can see that was really, really fun. What are you doing, Luke? Why did you seriously do that one? Can't believe I actually did show you even, but I have no regrets of doing it. But yeah, let me quickly show you some of the other ones. So eventually, I think this is where the point. I'm not sure what happened, but I think we did a couple old rides. I even ride the one that my mom got a little worried. The first ride that I did, and then I think I did. We actually went through a couple. I think it was a couple mini games and trying to win a couple prizes. And oh no, I remember. Oh wait, I remember now. So I think I'm not sure, entirely, but I believe, yeah, this has actually happened before. So I think that this happened either before we ate lunch or not, but either way. But it turns out we actually even had a little shooting game going on where you actually had a rifle and not a one. No, 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 no. Hold on. Let me explain the YouTube. Let me explain it. I'm not showing this. I can't show this on stream, but I will put it in a live stream in a different one, which I'll totally have more explaining when it happens. And but basically, yes, and even then, I don't think I even tried to find it on YouTube, even on like Google or even like stuff on images and stuff. But even that, they didn't even want to show any of that, so I couldn't find any particular images or videos or any type of like things that could show the actual mini game or stuff. But I will tell you what exactly happened. So we actually had a game where we could have to play. We have to make sure to shoot the middle target. I think my brother and my little brother and obviously everyone except my mom was gonna try this shooting game. I think most likely me and my brother had a little competition sort of. I don't know how much scored he had, but I'm guessing he had like at least around 29 to 27 maybe. I don't know, but somewhere around there. And I'll tell you what happened to mine. So this was the thing I need to learn about because she told me some instructions that how to hold the weapon or exactly where it's supposed to load in and make sure to have everything prepared. So just make sure everything was ready. I'm fully prepared, and yeah, we had 7 shots to make all the way to I think it was 70 to win a prize, and yeah, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. So yeah, but yeah, here it is. So first shot. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Wrong soundboard. Hold on. Let me try it again. Hold on. So first one got 0 points. Got 9 points on the second one. Got 1 point on the third shot. Got 4 points on the fourth shot. A lot of courage. Got 10 points on the fifth shot. Got 1 point on the sixth shot. And lastly, got 7 points on the seventh shot, which reached me to total of 32 points, which I was like, did I win something? And yeah, actually surprisingly, I thought I was gonna win some sort of prize or something, but turns out that one had no prize in it. Like, like strange enough, the whole shooting game was just to see how skilled you are for shooting, and there was no prize. And no joke, there was just no prize. It was just shooting your gun, trying to get the best score, getting the most points, I suppose, and that's it. That's it, really. That was nothing else other than that. Kind of wondering why they even did it, but either way. But yeah, so the other rides. So anyways, that was pretty much the last ride, one of the few last rides that she did, the new ones, a few one at least. Then I think we actually split the whole family at least. I think my mom was wondering if that was pretty much it. If I need to, if I'm done for today, or not exactly done for today, because with our special ticket, we can actually enter the ride or enter the place again as long as we have a little symbol on our hand that we got marked. And normally I was like the one who obviously prepared. So she told me actually I could actually take a break and go up to the hotel and relax and all that stuff. Grab my phone, and I got the mark thing, and everyone else did some other rides. I actually never mentioned it on the beginning, but actually they did. I'm not sure which one was it. I think was my brother or my little brother and my little sister. I think I should say their names maybe more often, but either way, they tried the Helix, I'm pretty sure. Let me see, I think they ride. I'm not sure what other rides they specifically did. I wasn't actually there, so I'm not exactly sure 100%. But they ride a couple other random things that I'm guessing they did it for entertainment or something. I don't know. But while I was going onto the roof or the room or the hotel, I noticed that I just forgot my phone. I actually had it on my or on her pocket or her little backpack. Sorry. I was like, okay, well, she maybe had it, but then I felt like there was something that was made of plastic and something that was not that has the shape of a phone. So I was like, okay, maybe my mom had gave her purse with me. I don't know. But either way, so I took the little scanning thing for the elevator because if you don't know, if there's a little like a little I guess a little card you have to bleep up or like at least do a little check that the elevator so you can actually enter upwards to the different floors. And technically, there's only one floor that you can actually just go for free. That is the entrance room, which is the first one. But yeah, um, I went to the room. I obviously just put away her pretty much some of the stuff that they didn't need. Like I think it was like a couple the raincoats things. I think it was a couple at least a jacket or so. And then I was preparing just to charge my phone, but after trying to see where exactly it was, turns out I actually did forget my phone, so I couldn't exactly know when they want to go up or not because apparently I was the only one available at the moment that I could actually get them up, go back to their rooms, or at least enter the elevators, unless they want to use the stairs, obviously. But I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. And then for the last second, I actually checked my iPad because apparently while I was looking on YouTube, and pretty much that's all. Um, I I actually forgot to mention. I actually surprisingly noticed this until now, but I need to memorize my mom that I actually did forget to bring the phone to my or at least brought took the phone from her bag, and remembering that my iPad is linked to my phone as I message, so I can actually message my phone and my iPad to my family and the ones that I have a contact with them. So I actually used my iPad, typed it in to my mom, and told her that I actually forgot my phone, and I need to obviously need to have to memorize where exactly that I actually forgot to bring my phone, and then pretty much it. So I embarrassingly I have nothing else to do to try to watch some anime manga. And yes, I do this for free. And who knows, maybe I might do a reaction of anime manga and stuff randomly. And I haven't done a reaction. I actually wanted to bring back reactions and stuff. But the thing is, I don't know when I'll do it or not at this point. I don't know if I even want to do this in this year. But I definitely want to feel like I want to at least do it properly somewhere some other time. Maybe next year or something. I don't know. But either way, I am planning to do a reaction of one of my favorite animes. Definitely want to do it, but that's a different story that I'm gonna have to say. Not on this reaction, but you understand eventually if you're an old good fan of me, then you understand why. But pretty much that's that. So I waited for my mom to send me a message, and eventually she told me that she's at the entrance waiting for me to arrive, and I was like, my lady, hello, are you need some service? As I I just went down without, I'm pretty sure without shoes, I think, and yeah, I got them up. So obviously that was that, and then I think um, excuse me. Um, there was still a lot of raining randomly coming up, so I don't exactly know what had happened really or not. Huh? Yes? Yes, of course. I had to just open the garage with magic. But yeah, so this one was the fortunate and rather kind of not most best timing, but it was the thing that was happening. So pretty much we all decided to go back to the town and check out, the city and see what exactly we were missing. Because, it was like, we haven't seen the halfway the city, and just thought we can eat some dinner because it was getting a little bit late. And obviously, we need to see what some stuff currently going. But yeah, but this is the weird thing because, like, here's the thing. Um, my mom hasn't really ate much ever since the park, too much likely. So she hasn't. Well, actually, let me just tell you the whole thing. So basically, we had to take a lot of walking, like literally. Let me just put that in. So we had to walk, 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 and walk. It even started hurting my feet a little bit eventually. And eventually, we had to pick decision either two locations. Um, we could eat a KFC stand or a Subway. Which, by the way, people, if you haven't noticed, I actually, you people probably going to be surprised. Most likely, and a lot of you people has already ate one of these. Um, I haven't ever eaten a Subway before, so I didn't know what to react when I saw like, but they're just a bunch of bread where with some strange ingredients, I suppose. So I was like, is that supposed to be tasty? And now I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments. Probably gonna ask, or at least one few two comments asking, "Bruh, you haven't ate a Subway before? How could you?" And yes, of course, because I wasn't. I don't know. I've never been that type of person have eating a lot of bread for lunch or dinner. So we took our orders, and she told me how the ingredients think of pop. Actually, I might as well show in Subway in exact, because why not? But yeah, let me quickly show you how it looked like. So, so there it goes, and excuse me. But let me quickly get a random one. They didn't exactly look like this, but I might as well just show you anyways one of them. So this is how it looks like. So basically, Subways are like sandwich shops that you can put like bread, like warm bread, like already ready warmed, and then you can put like toppings and stuff. Like I picture meat, like cucumbers, corn, like pretty much stuff that you want to put out. And especially for me, however, I put meat. Um, I put obviously some cucumbers. I'm pretty sure. I think some corn and especially some maybe some barbecue sauce and maybe some hot sauce. I don't know. Yeah, I think I did both hot and barbecue sauce. I'm pretty sure. So I was my done, and then we had the others that already ate theirs. I actually even told my mom that she probably should get to her orders as well because, well, it's not only us who's supposed to enjoy it. So this is where the fortunate that I kind of felt like a little bit like something guilty in my inside of me. So um yeah, so she basically got her a little salad, and yes, you can make a salad. And my brother, pretty much the other three in the back, I think they already finished theirs, but I also finished mine way back. So I actually wasn't going to do. I was actually gonna be patient enough to wait, but slightly had a little stressed because I wasn't sure the theme park was gonna close or not. So I basically just took the orders and listened to them. As my mom never really got to finish her dinner really much because she felt like it was in a rush, and we actually already went through and tried to go to the next location as I never know how my mom felt back then, or much how exactly to react. So yeah, my brother, after a little bit of a few steps, my brother um, was somehow gone a bit. Probably it just did something, and my mom somehow turned into the that just turned into basically Mufasa. Basically, she's like she did literally just basically, you know how Simba didn't obey him and when the hyenas attacked, or like when he told him at Simba that you're supposed to not go to the graveyard. Well, that's basically how she kind of sort of reacted, and that made me feel really quite embarrassed and felt a little bit like, oh no, should I say something or not? As as my little brother said before, he said we probably should go back because otherwise the ride's gonna close. And that was the drop that my mom just turned back right off the bat without even saying a word while we are going. And I was kind of wondering, well, what's going on here? What happened? As she just walked. She didn't even care about half of us. We were like ducklings that was just about to try to catch her or something, but she couldn't. She didn't stop. Even traffic lights, we were just like in the back. You're like, hello, mom, you're forgetting some people, but yeah, I didn't understand a thing. But my little sister said, just don't talk to her. She's kind of upset, and I didn't understand until basically we were in a room. So we walked in, and we kept walking, did the whole, natural walking, and eventually we reached the hotel. None of us said a word, and as we entered our room, my mom was kind of furious and a little bit mad. She told me that she's trying to do her best to do everything at once, but she couldn't even enjoy her meal while everyone's going to be stressing her so much. So my brother got complained because he just went off somewhere, and my little sister and my little brother got a little complaint because they just because it's just because you want to do something, you can't just do it. Like, you have to be patient because she also wouldn't be involved with this. But yeah, just she couldn't even enjoy one Subway salad. So yeah, I felt like I maybe was involved as well because she didn't do much talking to me. But she said there was nothing wrong with me. I mean, I was like, I had nothing wrong. Like, I did everything correctly. So I mean, I wasn't too worried. I was just more, well, I was slightly worried about my mom. Was like, what was wrong with her condition? Like, why she was mad at for? But after the whole little stress thing, I finally realized why was she mad about it. And I couldn't really spoke a word while we're going back home or back to our hotel. So eventually, we went back to the hotel. We tried to enjoy some of the rides there. Actually, I think wasn't this one before? Oh no, no, no! I just remember this was actually Okay, I remember now. So hold on. This happened probably before. So hold on, I remembered now something. So this happened before she was mad. So I actually never mentioned it, but we actually went to the Ferris wheel. Before we had whole accident thing happened. I just remember now. So yeah, I never showed this whole thing, but basically, the whole ride thing. I think this is one of the last few rides I wanted to attempt before I pretty much was done. So I sort of kind of skipped ahead, but basically, everyone wanted to involve with the ride, but since it was a really, really tall ride, I'm gonna cut the music out so it doesn't get claimed or something. I don't know, but yeah, it was a very tall, really tall, like ride or something, almost as close as the dangerous ride of all, and that is Atmosphere, which is the most, I think, by far, it's probably the most scariest one of all, I think. Which basically, I'm not gonna show it, but you'll probably understand what it means by then. But almost, this is probably the second tallest of them all. So, surprisingly, what was happening here is that we split into two groups. My brother and my little sister was in one of these rides, as we were on the back, as my mom and my little brother and me was sitting separately. I sat on one side on the left and the other two on the right. As my little brother was kind of nervous because he wasn't aware. He wasn't like one of those that didn't like heights. And even then, I felt like it was something in my shoulder. I was like, oh, please just go, continue. Please don't stop, don't stop. And yeah, it sometimes they did stop for the ride, entertainment and stuff, and they obviously make sure they can make sure the customers can have a ride as well. So sometimes they do stop, and sometimes they just continue. And weird enough is that my mom actually told me us a little story, especially. So there's a story going on. So she told me that she has also had been one of these rides before, but I think it wasn't that. I think it was a little bit more smaller. I think, I don't know, but she told me that my dad and pretty sure one of his brothers, or his at least proudful brothers, or cousins. I think I'm more like brother, more like. But eventually, he told me that my dad's friend or brother, supposedly, I guess, um, that he'd been doing a lot of unnecessary things. So he basically has been doing while what happened inside of it. They actually shaked. I think they were trying to shake the whole ride, and that made my mom really worried because we were so high up, and boy, if you ain't going to stop, we're just gonna just. I just like, bruh, come on now. And he's actually a restaurant person, or he's good at doing his job there. But yeah, but yeah. So my dad and I think my dad was the one who's trying to make her comfortable and making her she's safe. And this was a time when he was alive, and now it's gone. But yeah, so eventually they had to do at least 3 times of a loop, so everyone was having a right time to this fair ride. But eventually the ride ended, and then we went back. That's where it happens for the ride. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So anyways, back to the whole subway thing and the whole speed. So my mom told me that she wanted me to at least get my brother to take my brother. My mom wanted me to take my brother to the rides with them, the other small ones, but because of the whole argument, my brother decided to decline it because he just like, nope, I don't care, I don't want to be involved with this. And I even took the responsible to ask my mom to say like, Mom, are you sure you want to do this? Because like there was like the option like one, she can join us, but she has to eat her dinner, or at least her salad first before we can go, which I acceptably patiently waited, obviously this time at least, and yeah, I just had to wait until she was done. I think it was like 10 minutes or so. And then once she was done, she was ready, prepared, and I even asked her again if she really certain want to go back. And she said yes. My little brother and my little sister was ready. I was also ready, but my brother, however, was a little bit of like not too stubborn or anything like that. But he was like, oh gosh, like seriously, do I have to really? And yes, of course you have to do it. So eventually we went back to the roller coaster town and see what we can do. And yeah, and he also spelled subway, not subway, but I guess same thing. Um, no offense. But eventually, we went a couple rides. We even did some return some of the rides that we did previously, and yeah, we didn't entirely like had too much enjoyment. I mean, we even tried won some couple prizes. We even me and my mom was trying to ride some of the other rides that not gonna show, but you probably just have to look up anyways. And one of them was I think it was a jukebox, basically cars that spin around with this little thing. So it was kind of okay, I guess. And then I did the crystal salon or the longen, or pretty much it's like a crystal maze, which I actually found it pretty easy, especially if you could just look at the ground while walking. Cause like here's the thing, they should actually make it so it's a little bit more complicated. Like at least make it like it's so dark, like make it the pitch dark, at least to make it more complicated for the whole inside walk, like the whole try to not get yourself into a wall or something. I don't know. Just try not to just like the cheat way. But yeah, it was kind of easy, and yeah, nothing I could have done about that. But either way, so the other two small ones, I'm not sure if my brother was wanted to be involved with this whole writing part more, but he wanted to. Yes. Hello, I'm telling the story, so I'm kind of telling the whole experience of what happened in the trip.
Yes, it's okay.
So yeah, I'm sorry. But anyways, so basically, my brother was trying to win a couple prizes. My mom and I was trying to win a couple of prizes, maybe sometimes. No luck as much. We even did. I mean, we did a couple. I'm not sure. Actually, not a lot of them could show this. I don't know why they even show like all of the rides, but either way, ignore that. But I know the fact that my little brother and my little sister wanted to definitely do special rides that was more dangerous enough that I just me and my mom could not do it. Especially one of the rides my mom disliked the most was the arrow spin, which basically I think you will understand what. So look at from the image. You can tell from here. You can actually see why. So yeah. Turns out you can actually spin around as you're flying on the mid-air, so you can actually do that. I think you have to even team up maybe or something like that. And I respect her to just stay there, but then obviously watch from the where she's standing and that stuff. I even surprisingly, not sure if this was my skill or not, but what I did was a more impressive. So basically, the thing I was drinking, I think I was drinking drinking a Loca or a Ramlesa. I'm not sure how to say it in English properly, but basically it's like bubble water, and it was also empty. But basically there was a lot of few insects, especially a couple like bees or a couple small bees, I guess. And what I did more like was I did some did some speedy couple accelerock or just accelerock, is that the word? I don't know. But just like I quickly swooped in, saw them face to face, and then I just bashed them straight down to the ground and then crushed it. I did at least one, I think, and I even hit twice. But my mom said it was sort of annoying, and it would be kind of weird for me to see it just me swinging around, killing insects. So I kind of stopped a bit. But yeah, I was somehow able to kill a bee or something. But either way, but eventually the whole thing was about to end. My little brother and my little sister want to do the at least I think this where is it at? This thing here again, so they could do it or not. I didn't really want to do it, so yeah, I was like, I don't want to do this again. So eventually, we went to a what was here? Okay, let me see if I can find one of these. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, so basically, we actually pretty much had some gaming, not gaming, some couple spinning the wheel thing to win a prize. And on the way, actually, surprisingly, I forgot to mention this, but I think my little sister won a sour cream and the what was that other one? Hold on, let's see here. No, not shop. Chips. I mean, right here. And you can actually win one of these things where it had like a bag with sour cream and what's the other one? Something else. I don't know what it is. Hold on a second. Where are you at? Hold on. Come on now. Where is it at? But it's like it hits the blue flavor and the yellow flavor. I'm pretty sure. I don't know which one it is. maybe it's like an onion flavor or something. I don't know. But that was my little sister won a prize. Then my brother won another prize, which was one of those candy ones. Let me just try to spell wheel, just to make sure that the thing actually understands me. But basically we tried to win a couple candies. I tried at least a couple of times, not the best luck, until the final ride, and yeah, it everything was about to just go ahead and just like accepted as the fact that okay, I'm not gonna win anything. Pretty much that's done. It was gonna go well until hold on, let me make sure the audio's right. Oh wait, am I got the right one? Oh man, I forgot to bring that one up. But basically, oh, let me find this right one. There we go. My God. My man just got herself a lucky 32. And oh, there it is actually right here. So I actually surprisingly on my, I'm not sure, this is actually not the looks like what it, I think, oh wait, this is a Christmas edition? I don't know, but either way. But eventually I actually got one of the spin the wheels and I actually hit the target with the big win. I think all of it was only 100% win with the big one, so there was like small ones. But I actually won a full-time dime box, or those candy things. I even have it in my room right now, currently. And I will actually show this in a different one. I will tell you the whole thing in a different reasons, but yeah, you'll have to check out my YouTube channel. Make sure to be there. But either way, so yeah, we actually won there, and then I actually noticed before we actually entered the whole rides and stuff, I actually noticed one of the shops actually had something that I actually wanted to get before I leave this whole place. And they actually had something that I wanted the most. And you people already know how good at my voice impression is. Well, let's just say, okay, wait, why is these appearing? Ah, well, either way. Oh, it does something to me. Okay, oh, there, okay. But somehow they actually have this. At least one of them version of it. But they actually had a Stitch plushie. Which I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try and win this one. But like, okay, no, okay, it's easy, it's okay. I just have to try win it. So eventually we tried a couple games and my little brother and my little sister did a couple of rides last, and I went back straight to the plushie machine where next door were Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba as a grown up, as a claw machine, I'm guessing. So I went straight to the machine, and unfortunately about my mom and me is that my mom said I only get one time only, and yeah, I was like, okay, this is not that bad. Okay, hold on, make sure. But basically, so yeah, I also did a look up there, but yeah. So yeah, basically, I was like worried that I was like, okay, I need to win this thing. This is my legacy, you know? I need to win my legacy. So I only get 2 tries. I was like, oh boy, I'm getting pretty shaky. Everything was really worried about this moment, so I was like, okay, I think it's gonna go well. Oh, wait, wrong one. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm doing that one, but yeah. So everything was really worried. I think there was all this moment. I was like, okay, it's gonna go well. I'm gonna win this. It's gonna go good. Everything I worked on for this moment. I got 2 tries. 1 try, I failed it. It was dropped from the edge. Next one, I was like, has to be it. I grabbed it. I looked at it, and As I saw the plushie just went back to the home, or the whole group, I lost the one thing that I could win better than this candy bar. I could have won a Stitch plushie from the machine, and sadly, it was all for nothing. Why, machine? I looked really disappointed that I actually lost it. I just felt like that's it. I lost everything now. And who cares, I won this whole candy bar thing for a dime. I'd rather enjoy having what I like the most. But sadly, we had to accept it and go with it. Wish we could get enough of this whole depression stuff, but yeah, pretty much I failed it. Okay, so yeah. So anyways, back to the hotel. Gonna just try and cut some, just give her some of these stuff. But yeah, so pretty much that was the end of the ride. The end of the day. I couldn't really won the whole thing, but I mean, it was something. I mean, I wasn't that too upset, but like, I wish I could have won it. But eventually. But yeah, it is that okay. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't win the thing that I really could have achieved. So yeah, but basically back to the hotel thing, and pretty much the end of the one day, or the other second day after the whole, try and get to cheer me up and stuff, but couldn't felt like I felt like everything in that moment I lost everything. So yeah, it wasn't that fun, but it was something at least. Anyways, the last 2 days it was only the last time we're gonna be there for the hotel, and the one we are going back. So the third day was, or I think it was this. No, I think the one is, yeah. Is this third one or fourth? Yeah, third one. So either way, but yeah, don't worry about that one. That one's gonna be. I'm gonna be talking about that after this whole story ends. So I already received it. So back to the hotel. Obviously, another morning, the third one of the day, and I'm like, okay. I mean, what else can we do? So obviously, thinking, well, we can do something. I mean, my mom was actually said that we could actually have some plans. Originally, we, or at least I, we were gonna actually, before we doing the whole thing, I think it was like day 1 or 2. I don't know which one. I think it was day 1 when we entered the hotel. My mom mentioned there was an actual pizza maker, like a living like an actual computer that can actually create an actual pizza, not like that person. You actually just pay pay to buy the actual pizza on the screen, and you get it right after that. And like, this is the best thing I can definitely wish for. So like, we actually went to a couple other places. We went to another walk. My annoying brother, my little, not annoying that way, but my brother and my little brother often use these annoying little scooters that ruins the whole mood of me walking, because I have to feel every step every time I take. So yeah, it was a little far away, but not far ahead, but like maybe like 10 to like 15 minutes or so a walk, maybe 20 minutes, maybe, who knows. But eventually we made it to the town where we were gonna actually, I think we were gonna go to I think we were gonna go and see some shopping, or go some shopping before we can go to the pizza making thing. And yeah, my brother and My brother and my little brother decided to split up and go for some other places, while me and my mom and my little sister decided to go to a makeup shop. But my mom decided thinking maybe it's best for you to just wait outside, and I'm like, why not? Maybe I like. Can I? Why not? Do you not? Do why not look perfect to be in the shop? Maybe I want to buy some minerals and a couple makeups and stuff. Literally, I said that. I don't know why. but but I actually was waiting for them just to get things done while I watched my phone because I didn't have much else to do. So I waited until they were finished, and then we were going to meet up with the other, my other two brothers, aka my one brother. You don't understand what I meant by me. But yeah, we were meant to meet them at an actual mall, and yeah, they took a little while, but eventually, yeah, they were arrived. I actually felt like I had to use the toilet again, the bathroom again, because, well, I kind of didn't. I had to hold it in for a while, and I was in a little bit of a rush because I also was I actually didn't use the bathroom for like when I think when we were about to go to the mall and shopping and stuff, so I kind of had a bit of a rush, basically. So, I also had to grab my backpack, or at least my bag, often. And, yeah, pretty much, the whole thing was me to hold it in as much as I can while the whole journey was me to just have fun with my family while they shopped as much. So eventually we went a couple ones, little random ones. I don't know. I'm not gonna say which one is which one because I can't remember them. So we went to the a couple random ones, and there was actually surprisingly I think it was a Japanese shop. There was actually there was a shop next to it, and there was like one of those one of those those automatically stairs that just keep going down and upwards, and basically there was a Japanese store downstairs or downwards that also had I think they were actually having a noodle shop even on the top of it. So there was an actual a section where there's actually stuff you can buy and there's an actual place you can eat. So we actually went there just to check it out. Most likely me running as a raptor often. I had to make sure to keep it in as a little bit as often. Yes, I was always stressed, but that was fine with baby. Um, but basically, I had to hold it in, and then no, I said basically too many times. I need to stop that. But but my mom just showed me that these were like the noodles that I usually eat. However, I did tell her that the last time I did eat special strong noodles, and that I should ignore those. Those were the black noodles, which we're having. If you don't know, they're super strong black noodles, which has actually black ink as what they made for making these super strong hot noodles. And even that was even supposed to even end things if I eat all whole thing, which my mom saved me from doing it. So I decided to buy the opposite of black, and that is pink. Okay, I'm not gonna get any getting a weird questions about that. But yeah, so I decided I wanted to pick the pink one and make sure that my mom is okay. And I actually haven't eaten one of those before, so I was like, this is probably the opposite of the whole noodles, right? And actually, I haven't eaten one of those, so I have no idea what they taste like. But either way, so we got to the shop done. We actually was gonna get to the cash register or the gonna go to the cashier and obviously pay all this stuff. While me, I needed to go to the bathroom, obviously, because I need to borrow it. Unfortunately, the bathroom that I had to use, or the restroom, or not the bathroom, but the restroom that they had a very tiny one, so I couldn't really find it too enjoyable. So I actually had to spend like 20 minutes there, as my mom was worried what's going on in there. But eventually I had to tell her that it was a really tight spot and I just couldn't enjoy a little bit of a toilet break. And yeah, I just had to accept it. And also had to do it again, but later on because, well, I just it wasn't as pleasant to do it. But yeah, anyways, ignore that whole stuff. But basically, afterwards, we pretty much exited the whole shop. And then my mom told me, unfortunately, the bad news about this is that. Well, actually, no. It was actually later on. So yeah. So basically, we went to like a keep walking to a little next to a park where you can actually surprisingly sing there. And the rest of the three, except for my mom, I wanted to take a little boat trip, or basically a little like one of those like paddle boats. As for me, I got a little bit of a more of a unusual encounters, and I got some visitors from the air and the sea. Basically, let's just say that. Wish I had a soundboard for that, but I just couldn't find it. So a good one. So basically, I had to eat I think I was eating a nectarine. I'm not sure if I say in the English, but it's like it's a, I don't know what to say anymore. But basically, it's a fruit, basically. But anyways, so I was eating it, and basically two random ducks, adult ones, was just approaching towards me. Sometimes back, and then underneath. As I was just eating it, I was like, well, I might as well try to at least give them one or two. But my mom told me that if I fed them at least one or two, they won't stop coming approach me. So I was like, oh boy, this was a mistake, wasn't it? And yes, it was. It was a big mistake for me. So yeah, I kind of tried to make them, try to throw them as far away as possible so they don't have to like come near me. As the other three was taking quite annoying time because they were just in the water paddling with their boat as long as possible, and yeah, I just like, are they not gonna be done soon? Like, come on, how are these three not soon? It's like I think I was waiting there like maybe like more than 10 minutes for sure. At least 5 minutes for waiting when they arrived the boat. 5 minutes more for them to enjoy the ride, and then the 5 minutes I'm pretty sure for the ducks. Then the whole waiting process thing. I think it was like total of 25 to 30 minutes or so of waiting, more maybe, I don't know. But eventually, I tried to bait them out, these ducks, and try to get them out of the way. But my little brother, or my brother, depend of it, kind of felt like annoyed, and they just like tried to kick them out of the way. But they didn't actually hit the ducks. So like, okay, I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, bro, we were waiting for you, and now you're trying to kick a random ducks for no reason. So we were about to leave and obviously take our stuff. As my mom, unfortunately, here's another sad moment musical. She told me that, okay, maybe this song is not that interesting, but you know what, I'm gonna play it anyways. Yeah. Wow, that's something. But pretty much, my mom told me fortunate bad news. So she told me that the pizza maker was broken. Which the one thing I wanted to actually see and enjoy for once. But another thing that I couldn't achieve. And like, really? First Stitch plushie, and now the pizza maker? Why does this keep happening to me? So we had to walk all the way back home and, you know, drop our stuff, and then we waited for like at least a couple of minutes or so before we had to go to the next location, and I was just like, Okay then. I guess it was fine. I guess wasn't that impressive. I suppose. Oops, I'm double, but yeah. So we pretty much waited for that time to drop, and then we had to go to the next. Then we pretty much had to eat lunch, and we went to the random restaurant, which we ate, and then later on, we obviously did the same thing. We pretty much eat another random restaurant, and then we went pretty much back without me totally not saying we should probably just leave without paying. No reason. Not said that before. Uh, and yeah, we went back to the hotel rooms, pretty much stuff. And yeah, we pretty much. I'm not sure what exactly else we did. I think we went to the. I think we went to the aquarium, or not aquarium, but more the tropical zoo, some sort of. Basically, we were supposed to go to the whole like learning the whole animal species thing, and like I was like, oh wow, we're gonna learn more dinosaurs and stuff. Which a spoiler alert, we couldn't enter that Pacific that side because we just couldn't. Yeah, I don't know how to end that story, but either way. So pretty much that's done. Actually, let me make sure to bring an image for it so we all let me make sure to get that. Make sure to get that an actual image for the place. What is this one? I said. Is there like a zoo part? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if this is the actual image. This is not even an image. This is just the. Oh, this is the. Oh, this is this thing. Okay. All right. Is it the one? Oh yeah, this is the place. So here's a good one. So, oh, back one. There we go. So, okay. So this is the one. So basically, make sure this one is a good one. So yeah, okay, it is. So here it is. So we went to this random museum which has a lot of special animals, lessons and stuff, and I was kind of like not fully like so concerned that this is like gonna be the best place, but I still give it a try because why not? So we went straight to the top and like obviously gonna see from the rooftop and see what how like I thought it was always like it's always the bottom then the top, but not this story, but yeah. So yeah, we went. At least I went all the way. We all went all the way to the top, and we went inside of this little room or this little glass room, so we can enter the middle line. So you can actually, if you can look closely, you can see from by look at this perspective, like you actually have to. I don't know if this is the actual way to do it, but I think it's maybe it is. I don't know. So you enter this little room over here. I'm pretty sure, and then there's like two doors closed. You will first go enter in, then the first door closes, and then the other door opens. So like, so the zoo, so the actual the animals doesn't escape. And there was a few animals, like a couple birds and some other stuff was actually in it. I'm not gonna exactly go all the way with all the animals, but I'm gonna see a few. So there was toucans, sometimes just swinging by, flying. There were there were other type of birds. I think it was even a wild bird up there because I don't think that there was an actual bird that was supposed to be up there in the beginning, but there was just one randomly one that just flew around. And then we got, I think there was like also some, I think there was even maybe some like snakes and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, it was more further down. Let's just say that, so a different place. So we looked around and not too exactly too scary, except for the bridge part because this was actually the first time I was actually on the highest floor up here and going inside the room because I was a child back then and I was afraid of heights back. So now I was a little nervous, especially going through the bridge. And yeah, I wasn't felt very, very fun about it. But either way, it was alright, I guess. So we checked some of the animals and looked for some of the species. You could just look it up on the Wikipedia, but yeah. So we checked all the way from the top, and then we went down, and turns out we even find some random ones that actually never seen before, at least for me. And that was the first halfway, and then there was actually a bottom floor, almost sort of, that there was a lot of fishes going on, but that's not halfway about it because it turns out we actually went to a couple other floors, like I think floor 3 or something, and there's like I think it was like a room with a bunch of like body parts to learn, and one of them probably not scaring me, especially because heart beating. And then we went to another room where there's actually a silver elevator supposed to be, and it's supposed to reach to a different section of the whole museum. And that one had way more strange stuff, and there were more of a unique water creatures. Let's just say that. So let me quickly find a good one. So let me quickly go back to here. Sorry, Stitch, I love you, but let me quickly get that out of the way. Hold on, let me quickly check the let me see if I can find an actual good one. Hold on, let me see here. Can I get a good? Okay, hold on. Of course, I have to actually look it up for myself. Okay. No? Okay, this is not good. Okay. That's not even half of about the museum. What is this image? Either way. But yeah, so we actually also entered another room facility thing about. Actually, let me just do this way. Actually, what am I not doing this way? Right about. Maybe right here? No, not this one. Okay, let me try. Let me find this. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna find a different picture of it. So let me quickly look down and see if I can find one that is different from the others. Okay, nope, I guess nothing here. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Nope, okay, I guess not. I guess I can't show any of this because I guess it's just too difficult for me to type it in, but oh boy. But basically, we went down there and there was like a bunch of water, like sea creatures, a lot of water, like fish, and there was like there was like an elevator reached to the very top, and you had to go like a hallway, and then down there was like a bunch of fish type of ways. So yeah, there was a lot of different ones like like starfish, pufferfish, even like crabs and stuff. I think even one of the crabs even tried to ambush or at least attack the one random fish to eat it, which sadly didn't happen. But either way, um, but yeah, it was okay. It wasn't the most exciting, but it was something. And eventually, there was another exhibit going on eventually, and in about 5 minutes, and they were actually going to reveal or showcase a bunch of sharks. And this is the weird part of it that I never noticed until now. I'm not saying it on stream, but let's just say some sharks actually have two private stuff. I couldn't believe what he actually said. I felt very weird about him saying it. I like, what? Sharks have two. and he basically just talk about some other stuff about sharks. The reason why some of the sharks haven't eaten other fish that they fed on like 2 pair a day or something. But yeah. So, anyways, ignoring the whole thing, and then pretty much my little brother found one of the funny sharks that he found. A really big shark that is named Larry, I'm pretty sure, or Lenny. I don't know. But yeah, we pretty much. He just said he's pretty much done whenever I'm done, and yeah, we continue to next room basically, and there were not sharks, but there were snakes. However, and there was actually surprisingly one funny mini game, like a funny machine that basically is like trying to try to not get bitten by the snake. It's like one of those like arcade thing, and like take off your hand as soon as it's trying to take a bite out of you, and it's like it shows on the screen, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, your quick question: do you use look at chat? Also, how do you make Twitch chat? Yeah, that one I will have to ask it afterwards. But I mean, I don't know. I often for this chat thing, I just look at my iPad, and the other one, well, actually, it's a little bit complicated because I use. Do I actually want to say their question right now? Is a question. Do you want me to answer it? Because this is a part of a highlight I'm gonna put up on YouTube, so maybe it's best for you to wait for that one, maybe some other time. So sorry. But yeah, for answer your question, I'm doing the work by myself, and it actually took a little while for learning it, but then you'll get the use of it. But anyways, the whole snake part, and yeah, we had to have some scary, weird moments. I was even trying to play one of the scary snake games, and like less than 2 seconds, well, I'm dead. Yeah, I got attacked for less than 2 seconds. I was like, I didn't understand how scary it was. Like I was like, what? What's so scary about this? Oh, and I lost. And yeah, it went pretty fun for the first 2 seconds, and then afterwards we pretty much were done there, and we decided to just exit the whole thing because we're pretty much done with the whole museum thing, and we decided to go eat dinner at a very strange little shop where there's like I don't know what exactly it is. Let me quickly check that out. I wonder if they have it on. Let me see here if I can find any of them. It looks like. No, it's not this. It's actually hold on. I find this here. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can find one. Basically, if it has the same feature of it. But okay, let's see here. Hold on. No. Don't think they actually showcase the actual thing. So I'm gonna just take another one of those predictions. So basically, there was this little random shop we ate that actually ate for like a few months ago. My brother wasn't there, so we actually had this was like a little restaurant as a dinner for the final meal for the before we actually returned to our hometown. And there was like these little mini like plates. She basically what it does is she basically orders like meals that has like little small plates and it has like mini meals on it, but it's actually pretty good. Like you can order like mini like meat, potato mash, a little bit maybe a little mini burger, doing a little bit of leaves and greens and stuff, but I removed them most likely. And there's a little small kebab with bread around it, and yeah, there's some other stuff. But eventually, I mean, I was kind of also concerned because like I wanted to make sure to get this meal done so I can go back to the hotel because I want to watch. I actually was watching. Currently, I was watching some random YouTube video, and I was watching this one. I think I was watching. I think I was watching Pokemon Red, the actual full movie, and this is pretty much the random one. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't click it because I forgot. I haven't saved or I haven't got the account logged in back. So sadly, I can't send the link to the actual chat, but you'll get the idea eventually. But yeah, it's pretty much Pokemon Red, the first thing I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I couldn't do it because they feel like they're just better off to sit. We have to sit down, enjoy the meal, and talk about it. But realistically, it's just us stalling our time because we just looked at our phones and that's it. Like I thought it was gonna be more than that, but nope, that's it. Like you couldn't be more specific about that. But either way. But after a while, we actually went back to the hotel. I most likely went a little bit of a head start, a little bit. Then it was me, my brother was going like a small race as we made it to the hotel, and the others in the back were just, well, was kind of slow us down, but well, not exactly for a mean way, but just there for, well, they tried to catch up, but we were, at least me especially, I was listening to music, so I just like keep up the pace, and I even outsped almost my brother. I even made it for him, but we made it like 2 minutes and 25 seconds a head start for them. So we went up there and pretty much tried to relax as the others were just downstairs and tried to enjoy some drinks and other stuff, and pretty much it. Oh yeah, one more thing. I totally forgot about this by looking at it right now, but I remember that actually I did win one of those plushies that I'm probably gonna show this at a different time. But yeah, totally forgot about this little buddy, strawberry one. Totally about it. And yeah, so we went back. I mostly relaxed a lot. I was preparing for bed and watched the whole anime movie or slash video and stuff. And not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good, but a little bit sus, but a little bit mostly good, respectful as well. And pretty much it. So that was pretty much me spending the entire like almost halfway night, but tried to watch the whole thing, but I couldn't make it because I was a bit slow and yeah, didn't exactly make it the whole the way in, but yeah, I mostly watched almost the entire thing, pretty much that. And then the final day happened. The time where we're about to go back and take a train back home. So basically, we were all woken up. Especially I was woken up. My little brother kind of tried to sleep with my mom, but I really couldn't. So I tried to stretch my legs, trying to avoid stepping on my brother by accident. It's in the floor next to my where I was supposed to reach my legs. So yeah. But it was still like almost like it was like I think it was like maybe 7 a.m. or so. Who knows? And I tried to make sure not to wake up the others too much, but my mom was already awake, so pretty much that was one way to wake up, I guess. A head start, and then pretty much we all woke up eventually for the morning. We ate breakfast, and then we pretty much grabbed our stuff, prepared ourselves to take the train right off that once we're done. So we made it back to our room, checked ourselves out by just actually don't know what my mom even how even she checked her out. She or checked put the or not checked her out, but you don't understand. But the just like get rid of the key to enter a room, I suppose, and yeah, pretty much it was only just put it back and that's it. We walked away. So finally, at least we took a little walking back without having to, waste too much of, annoying money to take a scooter. So I'm glad at least Barbara did the right thing. And we spent back 30 minutes back to the whole train station, but annoyingly, we had to wait for like at least a couple minutes before our actual train could actually open, because unfortunately it was like we had to wait like 20 to 30, like 25 minutes or so for the train to open up, or at least prepare to start. So we obviously had to wait because we couldn't do anything about that. Me especially, I wanted to make sure to save my battery as much as possible and make sure that we not waste too much batteries because I need the music to survive. As for the background, as soon as I turn around, welcome back, Rain. How are you doing? For the last 30 seconds, and then stopped. So that was at that, and then eventually they opened the whole doors thing, and yeah, we pretty much prepared ourselves to take the train back to our hometown. And once again, here comes me suffering another 3 hours of something. And yeah, it wasn't that pleasant, but could enjoy that one at least. I mean, at least that one's gonna be over eventually. So after at least an hour or so, I watched like a video by little, and eventually, once we were trying to reach at least halfway there, at least I don't know how far we were going, but my mom or my little brother and my little sister were somehow wanted to sit somewhere else, which was kind of like, okay, really, we're about to arrive next to our home destination. You're just over there, and apparently they changed shoes, and my little brother forgot his own somehow. I don't know where, but everything worked out, and eventually we grabbed our stuff for the final destination. All that stuff while waiting, and choo choo choo. I know that was this whole training back to the back, stuff. It wasn't that exactly super fun for me, but what can you do about it? You can't do anything really, because trains are trains, and that's pretty much really it. So after a while, we grabbed our stuff, we jumped off the train, and took the car and went back home, back to Sweden. And that's pretty much really it. So a quick notice, I did actually forgot to mention that about the bowl that my little brother hold. Well, my mom said to throw it away to the trash bin as soon as he can, and he did. But other than that, that was pretty much the whole story of me about getting to this whole Grand CURIOSA hotel and explanation, the POV of the reaction, and all that stuff. So I will put this whole thing in a whole reaction live, and make sure to you can watch this again if you want to really do it. And I might see if I can put the link in the description for the videos and YouTubers or the ones who actually own the video, and you can maybe watch it from there. Maybe if I have time. But for now, hope you enjoy this highlight, especially about me, this whole adventure. And I'm gonna be starting to move on to the next schedule. So thank you guys for watching today's story. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and stay lucky out there. Oh yeah, one more thing. There's gonna be a special part of the reaction. I might make a different. There's gonna be something on there's gonna be another special video, but that one's gonna be explained in a different way. But yeah, take care and see ya.